On a double gravity world, your 200-pound body instantly weighs 400 pounds, flattening you like a pancake. Your heart panics, struggling against double the downward pull just to push blood up to your head. Within 30 seconds, lack of oxygen to your brain knocks you completely cold. If you somehow survive, your bones must grow twice as thick just to hold you upright. Even simple daily chores become lethal hazards on this heavy world. Local native creatures evolve short, squat bodies with 6 stubby legs to stay grounded. Tripping over a tiny stone strikes the floor with the violent crunch of a car crash. So unless you want a permanent squat workout, stick to Earth, or tell me which planet we visit next. Try throwing a simple ball, and double gravity violently slams it straight into the dirt 3 feet away. Even the weather turns hostile as heavy raindrops pelt down like tiny stinging lead bullets. Because extreme gravity hoards the atmosphere, the air becomes thick, heavy, and suffocating. Forests can never reach for the sky, forced to grow as flat, dense carpet bushes. Build a normal 2-story shelter, and its own crushing weight snaps the frame instantly. Over generations, human descendants transform into short, ultra-wide tanks with giant chest cavities. Birds and flying creatures disappear entirely, grounded by air too heavy for wings. And if you drop a heavy stone tool, it shatters against the floor like glass. Think you can jump? A maximum effort leap lifts your feet half an inch. Sit down to rest, and gravity instantly pools blood into your feet, swelling your boots like purple balloons. Sleeping offers no relief, as your own ribcage feels crushed beneath invisible weights. Try boiling a simple pot of soup, and extreme atmospheric pressure traps the steam until the entire pot violently erupts across your tiny kitchen. Fire itself transforms, burning as a squat, roaring blue flame hugging the dirt. Mountain rivers rush downhill with terrifying force, slicing deep bedrock canyons into the landscape in mere weeks. Even heavy wooden wheels buckle under the load, flattening into useless, wobbly ovals. And if you accidentally stumble down 3 small steps, the impact hits with enough crushing force to splinter your bones like dry twigs. Yet the real nightmare starts when you attempt to launch back into space. To break free from double gravity, a rocket requires 4 times more heavy fuel just to clear the atmosphere. That ridiculous weight causes the rocket structure to buckle and collapse under its own massive load. Your spinal discs compress so violently under the constant pull that you shrink 2 full inches in a month. Even taking a deep breath demands huge physical effort, forcing your diaphragm to pump against double the heavy air. Drop a simple glass mug, and it hits the floor so hard it detonates in a sharp flying dust. Your inner ear fluid gets pulled downward so heavily that your brain feels constantly, hopelessly seasick. But the biggest danger isn't even on the surface. It is hidden deep beneath your feet. Deep underground, double gravity squeezes the planet's core until the crust violently snaps into massive quakes. Try digging a simple underground shelter, and the dense dirt walls instantly collapse on your head. Violent volcanoes blast hyperpressurized red magma sideways across the ground like a flaming tsunami. Because water is twice as heavy, a small 10-foot ocean wave slams into you like a brick wall. Even your own saliva feels so heavy that swallowing requires deliberate, uncomfortable concentration. Forget using traditional metal keys, because twisting them in a heavy lock instantly snaps the iron. When sinkholes form, the entire ground drops 30 feet in a single split-second crash. Yet human ingenuity adapts, engineering massive reinforced bunker arches to finally stand strong against the crushing weight. Inside the bunker farms, growers harvest dense, rock-hard root vegetables, because normal crops instantly snap under their own heavy stem weight. To walk outside without breaking a sweat, survivors must strap into bulky hydraulic exoskeletons. After centuries of adaptation, their ultra-dense bodies become so heavy that returning to Earth is completely out of the question. However, if one of these heavy-gravity humans ever visits Earth, our light 1G atmosphere turns them into a literal superhero. The downside? The moment they try sitting on a normal wooden couch, it violently explodes into splintered toothpicks. So unless you want a 400-pound body that demolishes every living room on Earth, stick around here. Or tell me which crazy world we explore next.